Hey, welcome to Virtual Training on Resiliency. My name is Sergeant Haley Baker, and I'm the State Resiliency Coordinator for the Iowa Army National Guard. Okay, today we're going to talk about resiliency, and I'm going to teach you some different skills that you can use to build optimism. You may not think that you're a very resilient person, but I can tell you that we've all survived 2020 and you're more resilient than you think. Before we get started today, let's go over a quick agenda. First, we're going to define resiliency and just really dive into what it means. Then, we're going to talk about some of the goals for building resiliency and why it can be important to you and how you can use it in your everyday life. So what exactly is resiliency? Resiliency is an ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change. Basically, it's your ability to bounce back when bad things happen. Think of it like this. If you were to throw a tennis ball, it's going to bounce back. But if you threw an egg, you're just going to have a mess. So what's the goal here? The goal is to build optimism. But what do I mean by optimism? By definition, optimism is hopefulness or confidence about the future or the successful outcome of something. So these examples show us that optimism can look different depending on who you ask. It may be someone that you view as having confidence, or maybe it's someone that you've seen overcome adversity. While optimism may sound easy enough, it's important to understand that we as humans are hardwired with what's called a negativity bias. The negativity bias is the tendency to pay more attention to the bad than the good. Research has shown that we tend to expect a worst-case scenario when encountering new situations. The good news is, by building positive emotions, we're helping to counteract that negativity bias. Fun fact, this concept is backed by science. Dr. Robert Emmons is an American psychologist who's dedicated his life to the study on gratitude. Dr. Emmons and his colleagues have conducted multiple studies that show individuals who recorded things that they were grateful for felt better about their lives. They reported increased happiness, better interpersonal relationships, and even improved sleep. Participants who recorded 3 good things each night experienced less depression for up to 6 months following the study. And in a similar study, children who wrote down their blessings experienced increased school satisfaction and academic success. So what can building resiliency do for you? Like we've already talked about, it can help boost your positive emotions, which in turn will undo the effects of negative emotions. It'll increase your creative thinking and lead to better quality of sleep. Overall, it's going to enhance your performance. As we learn what resiliency is, it's also important that we learn what it's not. I'm sure we've all heard the phrase, fake it till you make it, but that is not good life advice, and it's not what resiliency is all about. If 2020 has taught us anything, it's that you can't always prepare for bad situations. Bad things are going to happen. Life is messy. Human relationships are messy. So, the intent of this skill is not to find the good in every bad situation. That's not realistic. This skill should never be used to discredit mental health struggles, or should it be used as a way to lessen someone's experienced trauma. So we've learned what resiliency is, and we've learned that it builds optimism. So what's an easy way that we can use this skill? Well, it's as simple as writing down 3 good things that happened to you in the last 12 hours. Now that we've identified the good things that happened to you in the last 12 hours, we want to reflect on why they happened. So ask yourself, why did this good thing happen to me? And what can I do tomorrow to make sure that good things like this keep happening? So if we think back to Dr. Emmons' studies, it's recommended to record 3 good things each day. This will not only help you through the bad days, but it's going to help build those positive emotions that we need to overcome adversity. Finally, let's do a check on learning. First off, what is resiliency? It's how you bounce back after adversity. When do you use it? Every day for best results. And what is the goal? It's to build optimism. I want to thank you for tuning into this training today. Resiliency should be used every day, and I hope that the skills you've learned today will help you be more resilient tomorrow. You don't have to be in uniform to be strong, and even the strongest people have to practice resiliency. So let your recruiter know if you have any questions about the training today or about the Iowa Army National Guard.